I was jealous of the girls who sat on the grass and laughed with their friends. I wish we could have a little group where we could have sit down on grass and laugh and not have a care in the world. But nothing is funny when you're here in the Armageddon as an international student. Let's start with the language. I thought English was my first language until I came to the UK. Guys, for the first few months, I could not understand a word that was being said to me. From the accents, to the banter, to the slangs, it was a lot. In lectures, I would often hear, based on that, people would write and nod to the lecturer in agreement, while I would sit there and not understand one thing. Just imagine sitting in the lectures and hearing, then persons laughing afterwards. I could not laugh. I did not get the joke. I know other people probably saw the deadpan expression on my face, and I wonder which bush me come out of. And please tell me in the comment section I wasn't the only one who didn't understand what my British counterparts were saying. That was a big part of why I struggled to fit in. Speaking of fitting in, I realized that Brits don't really appreciate outspokenness. Hence, most international students make the mistake of trying to fit in by completely hiding who they are. At best, the international student's presence will be tolerated. Most people won't fully like them, but they'll be allowed to stick around for the occasional underhanded digs, which will ultimately chip away their self-esteem. I saw this happen time and time again, and honestly, I get it. It is very normal to want to be accepted. But one thing for sure and two things for certain. I know that if Marcus Garvey saw me acting in this manner, he would be very upset. But how do you fit in or even cooperate with certain group members? Just be yourself, minus a fraction of your personality. Hear me out. Hear me out. I kept some of my personality to not lose my sense of identity. It was important that I remember who I was before moving to the UK. But how do you do that? How do you leave some of your personality behind but not assimilate too much? 1. Stay in touch with your roots. And by roots, I mean family back home. That's right. Leave the Patois, Creole, Twi, Spanish, Tamil, Farsi, and Cantonese for your family. 2. Document how you feel. I've gone through so many journals so that I can keep track of my progress and pitfalls. And 3. Keep 1 or 2 non-negotiables. For me, those were Bantu knots or Chiny bump. By doing that, you'll start to attract the right people and your circle will slowly form. Anyway, another way to cope with feeling misunderstood as an international student is to speak when you are spoken to. Brits do this thing where they tune you out of the conversation. Everybody is talking and deliberately not making eye contact with you. They're not blatantly telling you you're not welcome, just showing you with their actions. When I was in a group with only guys at that, I made the silly mistake of taking the initiative to tell the leader of the group that his idea was a waste of time and we needed to try something more efficient. I wasn't wrong, but you see, after that, I always had to be fighting for my life. And even without that encounter, I still had these instances where I'm sure you international students can relate to. You speak, they pause, then talk as if you never said anything, and you start to wonder, is there something wrong with me? Am I too different? In their defense, and in the true nature of performative civility, they're not rude, they just won't include. The group leader faked his politeness after that, but me know Sam used to chat with one of the other group members because he didn't even try to hide his disdain. Then again, some people are of the belief that women aren't to be heard, and that may be based on culture or from watching too many podcast bros. The point is, I still had to give myself credit. I didn't know and wished someone told me that Brits are the masters of everything covert. So, if you find yourself in such a situation, 1. Wait until they ask for your thoughts on the matter. 2. Then say this: would it be worth trying a different approach? Or, I don't know if this could work, but what do you think about? I know, it sounds ridiculous because you know it will work, but do you want to fit in or not? Right. So stop being so direct and learn the art of insinuation. It will make your life so much easier and keep their 20-something unchecked egos intact. In addition to all of that, you should also speak predominantly to your teachers. They are not your friends. I repeat, teachers are not your friends, but they will definitely be more receptive of your ideas. And if you don't get it right the first time, don't beat yourself up. You'll have plenty of group projects to practice. Next week, we'll be talking about surviving flatmates.